And new at 5, two men from Tupelo came together to pay tribute to black soldiers who bravely fought and died at the Civil War Battle of Brice's Crossroads in Prentiss County. On Saturday, a painting was unveiled at the Mississippi Final Stands Interpretive Center in Baldwin titled, quote, "Within Handshaking Distance." Wayne Herford was there and explains why that title is so significant.
I want to thank you for joining us here today on this auspicious occasion.
They remembered July 10, 1864 at the Mississippi Final Stands Interpretive Center Saturday, the Battle of Brice's Crossroads. Confederate soldiers led by General Nathan Bedford Forrest routed Union soldiers that day, forcing a retreat by most of them all the way back to Memphis, Tennessee. But historians also say the only ones who stood their ground and fought that day for the Union were the United States colored troops of Bouton's 3rd Brigade, alongside Native Americans from the state of Minnesota. The blacks were freed slaves from Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee. No one, including Union officers, believed they would fight. But fight they did, despite the overwhelming odds against them.
But they would not run, they would retreat, they would turn around and fight back. They would retreat, turn around all the way to Memphis, because Forrest wouldn't give them a break. He was that type of cat. And he stayed on them all the way to Memphis. He was doing everything he could to wipe out that entire Union Army.
That battle was very late in the day, after a rainstorm. It was hot and humid. There was a lot of fighting in thick brush and black oak trees. A Confederate officer is quoted as saying during the battle that his men fought the colored troops within handshaking distance. The colored troops were greatly outnumbered and fought as best they could, even when they ran out of ammunition. At times they fought the Confederate soldiers to a stalemate, but in the end, the soldiers of the Confederacy were too much. Only some 200 of about 1,200 of them made it to Memphis alive. There was a painting unveiled at the center, which Brian Neely basically paid for with his own money. The name of the painting is Within Handshaking Distance.
Because our young people need to know that some of their own people were out here on this battlefield bleeding and fighting and suffering for our own freedom.
Knowing what people have suffered in this country, for this country, and to see the appreciation of people of our combined history.
And I feel honored to be a part of it because it helps portray our people's contribution to this country's history and everything that's occurred in this country.
In Prentiss County, I'm Wayne Herford, WTVA 9 News.